Hello YouTube. This is Perfect Hair. Well, my real name is Tarnisha, but my thing name is Perfect Hair. And this is my first TTC video that I'm recording. I was just gonna watch and subscribe to other people's videos, but I decided at least let them know who's watching their videos, you know. So I decided to record one, and this is our 4th month trying to conceive. First month was just me working with one of my apps that I have on my phone, and the second and the third month was when I started using my OPKs. This month I said I wasn't going to do any OPKs or anything. I was just going to go off of what my cycle has been doing the last couple of months. Usually I get my positive OPK on cycle day 11 and ovulate on cycle day 12. And I also get ovulation pains the same day that I get my positive OPK. So I figured if I get my ovulation pains on cycle day 11 like I usually do, then my cycle is doing the same thing it's been doing the last couple of months. So this month comes cycle day 10, and here comes my ovulation pain. So I was like, okay, this is a day early. So by that afternoon, by the time I got home, because it started when I was at work, like probably about 10 o'clock in the morning. So by the time I got home, like at about 7 o'clock, I was like, well, let me just take an OPK just in case. So I took one, and it was definitely positive. So I was like, dang, okay, you're trying to jump the gun on me. So I was like, well, looks like I'll be ovulating tomorrow, which cycle day 11 was Thursday the 16th. So that means I'll be ovulating on a Friday, which I was hoping to ovulate when I usually ovulate, which means would have been on a Saturday, which means I would have had really, a lot of time to get the BD in, So I'm like, on a Friday, man, that's like the worst day to ovulate. Okay, so we did BD like early that morning before I went to work, probably like about 3 o'clock in the morning. But I'm like, okay, tell him we need to get you home as soon as possible, so we can at least get one more in, Didn't work out that way, so I don't know how this cycle is going to work out, but we'll see. Because like the app that I have on my phone was telling me that I wouldn't ovulate until the 19th, which would have been cycle day 13, which would have been yesterday. But I usually don't ovulate on cycle day 13. It's usually cycle day 12. So I don't know. I just have to wait and see. But if I did indeed ovulate on Friday the 17th, that puts me at that puts me at today the 20th at 3 DPO. I don't know if I'm going to be testing early or anything, because like I've been pregnant 3 times. I have one 15-year-old son. I have a loss in September 2010, and with that pregnancy, that was unexpected. So I didn't test until I was like late, because I kept saying my period's coming on, but it didn't. So I started Spartan at like 6 weeks and 3 days, and they said the pregnancy just never developed. It was just a placenta, so they did DNC, and he said we was cleared to try immediately as soon as, you know, we got AF. We tried I think like from November on, and I found out I was pregnant again in April of 2011, which I didn't test until it was late because my cycle is usually 26 days. I have a short cycle, so but that cycle, well, the cycle before that was actually 5 days late. So that cycle, I didn't know when it was going to come since the last one was late. So I thought AF was coming early because that Tuesday I started spotting, and by that Wednesday it had went away. So I was like, well, if it doesn't come back on by Saturday, I'll take another test. And that Saturday I took a test and pregnant. So that pregnancy was went fine. I had some spotting at about 12 weeks for a couple of days, but then it went away. Everything was fine. Baby heartbeat was good. At my 19-week checkup, I found out my baby was sideways because they couldn't get the heartbeat, so they sent me in for an ultrasound. Sent me down the hallway for an ultrasound. I went to do the ultrasound, and he was like, your baby is, yeah, the baby is definitely sideways. I want you to lay on your left side for the next 2 weeks to try to get the baby to turn, because the way the baby was laying was like really uncomfortable. So, and when he did the ultrasound, like all you could see was like back and butt. So I was like, okay, the baby's like giving people its ass already. Like, okay, every bit of its father. So, I was supposed to go back in 2 weeks. After the appointment, like, I don't know, I guess from the baby like laying sideways, whenever the baby would like move, like I would just, I don't know what the baby was hitting, but it would just like hurt, and I had to keep going to the bathroom. I was like, I feel like the baby's hitting on my bladder or something. I don't know like what it was. So my doctor's appointment was that Tuesday. That Sunday was when I actually went into labor, but I didn't know because it was just, I just had a pain, like a cramp on my lower right side. It was not my whole uterus, you know, against my whole stomach. It was just to the bottom on the right side. But we were actually out of town at the time, so on the way home was when all this started. And by the time we got back here, I was like, if we gotta stop, we gotta go to the hospital, something is wrong. And when I got there, I was already 4 centimeters dilated, and my bag was already bulging. And this was at 20 weeks in 1 day. So they took me straight to labor and delivery, and they put me on a monitor. They did an ultrasound, and she was like, this baby is coming. There's nothing we can do to stop it. We only take babies to the NICU after 24 weeks, so the baby's not going to make it. So I delivered my baby on July 24th at 3:53 p.m. And I delivered a little girl, and that's what we wanted, because I already had a son, so I wanted a daughter. So that just like completely broke my heart. I don't know, it's something I still deal with every day. I don't know, even trying again, it still makes it like, you know, more difficult to do. So, but I go to a support group once a month. You know, I get to talk with other people that are basically dealing with the same things that I'm dealing with, because, you know, it's a daily struggle. It's a daily struggle. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I just try to just take it one day at a time, you know. What don't kill you only make you stronger. That's about all I can say. So good luck to everyone out there TTCing, you know, wishing you some sticky baby dust and all that good stuff. So until next time, goodbye.